Bayou Time Sports is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health Systems Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda.
Hello and welcome to this edition of Bayou Time Sports. I'm your host, Keith Weissite, joined by Bobby Arsenault, and we're welcoming the program South Terrebonne head football coach Aaron Babin. Coach, thanks for being here today.
Thank y'all for having me. Super excited.
Cool.
Coach, let's talk a little bit about the season. I mean, we add E.D. White to the district, good ball club. Your pre-district schedule, who you're playing in the pre-district to prepare yourself for the district?
We start week one with Como High. Then we follow that up with Covenant Christian. And then after that, Hanson Memorial.
Let's talk a little bit about the addition of E.D. White. I mean, even though they're a nice ball club, always in the playoffs, that just adds to the mix. With the Lutchers and the Vanderbilts, makes that district so good.
Yeah, I think what you look at it, I entered this district when I was working at Vanderbilt 6 years ago, and the district's changed dramatically since then because it's just continuing to grow, and then the depth of talent that's coming into it. You could talk about Lutcher, 2 years ago state champion. You could talk about E.D. White. With the playoff runs they've had lately, you got to throw Assumption in there, the defending district champions right now, and then just the quality competition that you're getting every week in the district now. That there's no weeks off. I mean, it's a constant battle that you could probably put up there with a lot of districts and throughout the state.
Coach, as we talk about last year, the carryover, any carryover from last year and through the summer that you see as some positives for the team this year?
I think there's a ton of positives you got to look at this point. We're 1 week away from putting pads on, so you're getting ramped up now. We're just coming out of fall camp. It's the grind part where you've been in helmets for a long period of time now. You finished spring back in May, June, July. We're in August, and the kids want to change. They're still adolescents, and they want to hit. They don't feel it like we do now that we're out of playing and all that. But the things you got to look at is the competitive nature of this group. I really, really like. I think that's going to really serve us well as we get into this season, and just the work they put in, the development. I think a big part of the football program that I wanted to bring to South Terrebonne was development, and part of it. And really, going into year 3, we're really starting to see the fruits of those labors and the abilities that the kids are having to come out with now.
Coach, one of the schools without a school, I call it. You got portables and all there. How do you keep the momentum going with the students or the football players? Does that change anything, not being in an actual school?
I can't really speak to that portion of it. I think the biggest thing is resource-wise. We have Coach Verdun sitting right here. We just got our gym back this summer, so I think for them it's huge. I think resources-wise, I think for the community it's really big. But in the time when I came in, we were actually going to school at H.L. Bourgeois, so I don't really know the school. I think it's not ideal in the sense that it's not a building. It's not that building with the history of it. I think that's the detriment kind of to that. But I don't really think it's a detriment. I think it's kind of what they've become used to. And it's really about the community and the school environment that you can create within it, because it doesn't matter about the building. It's the people that really make it. Would it be nice to have our actual building? Yes, but unfortunately that's not where it's at just at this time.
Well, Coach, we're looking forward to what that new normal is for you guys and a great season. Thanks for joining us.
Thank y'all.
All right. Guys, don't go anywhere. We'll take a short break. We'll be right back. Hello and welcome back to this edition of Bayou Time Sports. Again, your host, Keith Weissite, joined by Bobby Arsenault as we welcome in Hannah Verdun, the first-time coach of volleyball for South Terrebonne. Welcome to the program.
Right. Thank you so much for having me here.
Absolutely. Glad you're here.
Coach, let's talk about your team a little bit. Okay. You're in a good district, Nashville for volleyball. Your pre-district schedule, volleyball allows you to go to a lot of tournaments that you can prepare for your district.
Correct.
What's some of the tournaments y'all going to?
Oh, we just finished our camp and we're preparing for the CCA tournament.
Okay, very good. And that's a good tournament put on by Craig. So I know that a lot of the schools here, you're going to be able to see a lot of those schools there in the district, and a lot of the schools from our area are going to be there. So hopefully we learn a little bit about your team. What have you learned over the summer about this team, working with them?
Well, I have them last year, so most of the girls, I know them. And we've been really working this summer about our culture and then introducing them to combination attack, because we're running 6-2 this year. So
Okay.
we're always going to have 3 hitters and 3 blockers at every rotations. And I think that will be give us a strong offense.
Oh, very cool.
So you got your gym back.
Yes.
That's a plus. I know y'all were running all around trying to find a place to practice.
Right.
And but now that you got your gym back, that's got to be a plus for y'all.
Yes, it really helps with everybody, especially the kids. It's less stress for them after school. We're just right there.
Yeah, good to do that. Bobby's been asking this question to a lot of people. Has the Olympics and volleyball, that's been such a big focus with women's volleyball, is that something that's been encouraging and something y'all talk about with the girls?
Yes. Even not just Olympics. What I always talk about to my girls about about volleyball, or watch videos that they can learn, and especially stuff that I'm introducing to them that they're not aware of or new for them.
Right.
I always encourage them to watch, and especially the Olympics.
Yeah.
And they like to ask about my experience in playing too, and I always share it to them.
Oh, very good. Good.
Well, tell us about that. What's your experience in playing volleyball?
Oh, well, I'm from Philippines, and I play since 9 years old and play college there, indoor volleyball and beach volleyball, and part of the national team for 1 year.
Wow. Well, again, so those girls, your girls, get to see that level of professionalism that a lot of other people don't necessarily get to see. So you get to bring that level to them. And so when you say go watch this video, I can't imagine them wanting to say no to that. And the fact that they respect you a whole lot more as that kind of player. So congratulations for that. And so we look forward to a wonderful season for you guys. And so we look forward to seeing that.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks for joining us. All right, guys, that'll do it for this edition of Bayou Time Sports. But don't go anywhere. A lot more local programming right here on HTV.